So it is starting to become aware that you do tend to focus on the details of love when things in relationships aren't working. This creates that pattern of stuckness where you keep trying to make yourself comfortable, but you never end up actually feeling peaceful. And those details you focus on, it could be text messages, who apologized first, who paid for dinner, things like that. So there's more that we're going to unpack. This is literally the main event now. This is going to be very important. If what I've just said or the previous parts have been resonating, this is your reading. They're not joking. Tennis Diamonds has come out again. So we really need to pivot now and get into what is going on with you and resource management, like life resource management, money, time, attention. A lot of you guys are afraid that basically relationships become about money oftentimes for this group. Who's paying for food? That's why that keeps coming up a lot. Like who's paying for things in relationships with yourself, your partner, with your kids. In present relationships or past relationships, like who actually pays for stuff is a big, big deal for you. You don't feel comfortable when that is out of balance. So even if the other person's paying, which, for example, if that feels better to you if the other person pays, you might still actually feel uncomfortable at a deeper level or not be at peace. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. You guys are afraid that there's hidden dynamics. The subconscious fear is that even if you're supported and you're getting money and you're comfortable, something is being asked of you on a hidden level. So you can't actually be comfortable in your own house. Wow. Even if you have a partner who's not directly giving you money or who doesn't pay for that many things, this could still be a fear and a reason why you're stuck in something, because you might want or need on some level to get more money, but you're afraid subconsciously. If the partner picks up the tab and does start paying for more, they're going to ask for more from you. That's the shadow dynamic. It's a fear of manipulation through money, a fear of financial abuse. This collective has a financial abuse wounds. Did you know that already? Wow. And how did we get here from the first part, right? Okay, I'm seeing like white picket fence vibes. A lot of you guys are used to 10 of spades with 4 of clubs. Yeah, this is white picket fence in the context of this reading. A lot of you guys have been wounded by that, or you're afraid of that somehow inside you. You don't want something that, like Stepford Wives, looks good on the outside, but is toxic on the inside. Pleasantville, it's that kind of a thing. You don't want the perfect looking life on the outside that's toxic on the inside. You've been burned by that, or you're deeply afraid of it on some level. We do want to get a couple cards on like to jog your memory. Like, when did that burn you? What's the deal? Why is that fear inside of your psyche? Okay, there's a couple cards about that one. It's a situation where a comfortable house, a lot of you guys have had controlling mothers. It's actually the mother in this case, a mother or mother figure or a big sister, for example, and it could be a grandparent, but it's a female, it's definitely female here, who created the white picket fence thing where it looks really nice on the outside and it's toxic as hell on the inside. So we're putting those to the side. That's what we're avoiding. Okay, how are you bouncing out of this? We definitely don't want to get caught. You can't rely on partners because you're afraid that they're going to end up doing the white picket fence thing again to try to make everything look perfect, and it's actually so toxic. Ooh, I feel that fear. And so you're not supported. You have enough, barely. You could call yourself comfortable, but you can't live at peace from a dynamic that's financially abusive, or you're afraid that it will turn financially abusive. That could never feel good to you. 3 cards as we start to really kind of get to our apex of what they're talking about. You relationship jump and you obsess over relationship details because you don't want to circle into this, and that's the thing. You keep looking for relationships that are meeting other needs, like, oh, is the person really consistent with texting every night before bed? Is the person paying for dinner? Did the person introduce me to their friends and family before all their friends and family before the 3-month mark? You have arbitrary standards like that, like, oh, relationship's good because they did that, and then it doesn't feel good. Comfortable, not peaceful. That's the issue. You focus on the details. You guys need to tackle this one. From this point, I can't take you much further. This is an individual shadow work thing after that. We already covered about 100 miles, don't get me wrong, but after this, it's on you. Or reach out to somebody like me if you want a little more assistance there, or do it yourself, whatever works for you, friends, but you need to do more interpersonal work. 2 more cards to end on this incredible incredible shadow work series. Please go back and see 1 and 2 if you didn't and you got this far. It's going to give all the context. What's your place about abundance and making money? If you support yourself, is it a big problem? A lot of you guys, there's a variety of dynamics at this point, but one common one that's popping up that might be yours is that you will tend to not even want to deal with this. So you convince yourself that it's not an issue because you become the provider. You say, well, I don't want to get into that whole weird thing with the money and the partner and them maybe financially abusing me. Either that dynamic is in your conscious mind again, or it's subconscious and you haven't considered it yet. But either way, you don't want to deal with this dynamic that we've been exploring that's very uncomfortable, it's traumatic. So instead what you do is you say, I'll just provide, I'll take the pressure off the partner. I don't care if the partner provides. I don't care how much they do. And they can do a little bit, they can do more, it's all good, I'll provide more. So you work yourself to the bone, but the reason you're working yourself to the bone is so you don't end up in what you fear would be a financially abusive situation. You don't want anyone having leverage over you. You don't want anyone having leverage over you. You've seen the white picket fence moment. You've seen perfect on the outside, toxic on the inside. You don't actually want to be in a situation where they would give you too much because you don't want to go there ever again. And that is today's shadow work reading.